Hey guys, so this video I want to focus on stability exercises. What I mean by stability is we want to get the joints that I talked about earlier in a video that we're going to focus on, which is more the knee joint staying stable, the core area, your lumbar region staying stable, the shoulder girdle staying stable, elbow joint staying stable. So throughout the body, we want to focus on exercises that help us get that stability. Okay, if we can get that stability, then the mobility will be easier as well. So then we get our body in balance again. Okay, so I'm going to show you some just basic foundation exercises that will help build that. Okay, so these are just very simple things you can do, and I suggest you do every other day. Don't do it every day, but that'll help us with that stability throughout the body. Okay, so the first one I want to do, I want you to get down on all fours here, Glenn. Okay, we're going to work on a muscle that Titleist Performance Institute calls the king muscle. That's your glutes, your backside. Okay, so I want you to go in a good forward position. Try to get 90 degrees. So move forward toward me. Move this way with your. Yep, there you go. Okay, now get this knees up a little bit. So we want to maintain this posture here. Okay, so get your hands directly up, straight up and down. So your hands right here. Yep, straight up and down. There you go. All right, now from this position. See, most of us, we have arched backs and we have hunched upper trunk here. So what I want to see is try to get to a neutral spine. So there's one way you can do it. You can take a golf club. So you can just put it here like this. And see how you're kind of dipped right there? Try to get to neutral. Glenn, try to push that up.
Straighten the curve.
Yeah, straighten. Yep. Go a little bit higher. Okay, that's a neutral. Okay. And if you have severe curve here, again, we want to work on that. It's just something to be aware of. Okay, so ideally we want to be where it's just flat here. Okay, so what I want you to do is extend that hip. So you're just going to take one leg out. So take your right leg, just extend that hip. Okay, just go up like this. Okay, that's the position. So now you're working that glute. So I want you to do a few reps. Just go down, and then up, and extend that hip. Okay, we're working that glute area. You're just isolating the glute. Okay. Now, just a little bit, adding a little bit more stability to that with the core. Now I want you to extend that hip. And now, if you can, and this is something that you have to just, if you're just starting exercise, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you've been doing exercise, take your left hand now, extend it out. Yeah, now I want you to touch your knee to your elbow. So go down, touch your knee to your elbow. So go down like
right
this.
knee?
Yeah, no, you're going to touch this one to that elbow.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And then go up. See, and that's where the stability of the core comes in. Yeah, there you go. So if you have a hard time maintaining that, that's okay. Just do your normal hip, and then you can keep your, now get to all fours. So get to all fours where you were. Now, instead of doing that simultaneously, just take your left arm straight out, extend it like this. Okay, now go down with your arm, and then go back up. Try to extend. So now you're working that shoulder girdle. Yeah, that back part. There you go. And that's going to help those muscles to help with our back that are weak from being hunched all day. Okay, so you go down, just extend it. Yep, go up. Good. Now you can also do it this way. Go to prayer pose like this, Glenn. Okay, with your hands like this. Go down. Yep. Kind of get down there like that. Now extend that shoulder. Extend that shoulder. Now, can you raise it at all? Okay. Yeah. So, if you can't raise that at all, we have shoulder stability issues a little bit, so we could work on that a little bit more with Glenn. Yeah. See how you're extending? There you go. And that's really going to work those back muscles that we want to work for stability. Yep. So I do, you can do 8 to 12 repetitions. Do 2 sets of each of those different exercises. Do what you can do. Again, before you do any exercise or any exercise routine, especially if you've never done it before, you need to talk to your physician, make sure that you're ready, your body's ready, do a physical so you know that you're not going to injure yourself doing any of these. Because any exercise that you do that you're not ready for and you haven't done before, it's important to have somebody like me watching, a trainer that's certified that knows what positions will keep you from being injured. Okay? So do both sides, and then what I want you to do is get on your backside. So go ahead and lay down on your back. Okay. Now, from this position, I want you to, we're going to work on our hips, okay? Strength of the hip flexor. So bend one leg, so have one leg flat on the ground, and I want you to extend that leg. So extend it up. Yep. Just extend what you can. Yep. There you go. Don't go too far. Right there. Keep that leg straight. Can you straighten it? Go down. Okay, now go down. Okay, now go up. Point that toe up. There you go. Now go down. Okay, good. So he's working the hip for hip strength there. Working the core for stability. There you go. So I do, again, 8 to 12 repetitions. Do what you can do. Yep. Perfect. Keep that leg straight. We don't want to bend it too much. That's the key for this one, keeping it straight, working that hip and the up and the front part. Feeling good, Glenn? All right. Let's do our last one that I want to do with you for stability. And it's just you can just take a medicine ball. You can get any of these balls at any major sports store. Okay, just lay down on your back. This is a 10-pound ball. This is maybe a little heavy. But Glenn, I know he's pretty strong, so I think this won't be a problem. Okay, go straight out. Okay, now, instead of doing a crunch, we're not really doing the crunch. We're actually working our serratus anterior. And that's going to help stabilize the shoulder. Okay, so what you're going to do is just go straight up toward my hand. Just slight little push. Yep, there you go. That's it. Now go down. Now go up. Yep. So all you're doing is working that serratus anterior, not just your arms. So keep your arms straight. Keep your arms straight. You're just kind of going up and then down. Keep your arms straight. Up and then down. So you can see, don't bend the arms. Yep. Up and then down. Just a little movement. It's not much, but it's enough to where it's going to help that serratus and that shoulder stability. Yep. All right. That's it. So again, do 8 to 12 repetitions. Start small, work to big. So, when you first start out doing these, just do what you can do. We're more worried about form, so pay attention. It'd be good to have somebody kind of watch, make sure they're doing it the same form that I showed Glenn here. And just keep working on it. You'll start seeing stability improvement.